Pearson, where's negative 2, 1? Where's A at?
Negative.
So how do we get there?
Left 2 up 1.
Left 2 up 1.
Beautiful.
Luke, where's B at?
3 0.
So where's that?
Right 3.
Right 3. Allison, where's C at?
Right 4 and down.
And Clara, where's D?
Down 3.
Down 3. Alright. We have 100% so far? 4 for 4?
Aced it.
What?
If only the test stopped there.
That's for sure.
Wait, Mr.
I think it was
Actually, I don't think this test is that bad. You guys can.
7 like that.
Okay, float up. Draw a mapping. Is it a function? Okay, what did a mapping mean?
The 2 circles.
2 circles.
Wait, is that negative 4, 2? Or 4, negative 2?
Dude.
Yep.
Right.
I'm talking about the one before.
How'd you not get it?
Because I was writing
I
my
don't think you
name.
can take it.
If only everybody could be like you, Draven.
I know. The world would be
The world would be a better
The
place.
road would be a question for
Now just imagine if everyone was kids.
I'd rather be
Allison's dissing you over here, Draven.
Yeah, because.
I was gonna show up to the party. She didn't show up.
You're not invited to my birthday.
Yeah. Me neither.
Yeah.
We would like a cake.
Loser.
Ah, it's gonna be beautiful.
I think it's 2
She really wanted to go to your
Yeah, but
birthday party.
food. Ooh.
We need a quiet place to have
full
one.
mapping.
Well, you're not invited to mine, mine's on Saturday.
Miss
Or
Jordan.
mapping number 3 too.
Yeah, same thing on 3. Okay, so you're supposed to put all the x values, the domain over here. 4 is a repeat, so you're not supposed to write it twice. And then you're supposed to draw arrows. 3 goes with -1, 4 goes with 7, 2 goes with 9. 4 also goes with -2. Is it a function?
No.
No.
Miss Jordan, how long do you think can be surviving in a quiet place?
Are you talking about the movie? I haven't seen it.
Just say I've seen it a couple times, and she's about like 1.2
Oh,
seconds.
because you have to stay quiet to be.
Yeah,
Sorry.
stay quiet.
I'm gonna guess in a life and death situation, she might be able to do it.
Actually, that's surprising.
Maybe like
She's not appreciating it.
2.7. I feel like so that's great. That is crazy.
So funny, I'm crying a lot.
and she's dead.
All right. On this one, it's the same directions on this one.
Where?
She is quiet when she's not in a good mood.
Amen. That means we just need to make it matter.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's only 1/2. But is this a function?
Yes.
Yeah. It doesn't matter that the 1/2 repeats in the y's.
Wait. Does it become a function again?
The domain.
As long as the x values don't repeat, should be good. All right. We ready to scroll? 4 is different. It's not the same.
No, we're not.
I wrote the.
No.
Okay. It's still easy. Don't. There should be no 1 in here.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. I did. I put the directions below. Sorry.
Do you want us to write the numbers down?
Wait, it was 3
Here was function. Okay. What did domain mean?
X.
The x values. So.
Do you want us to write the numbers in parentheses? Or just the.
I'll leave it up to you. If you want to have something to study, you could do the whole thing. range would be the y values, 4, -7, 6, 7. Is it a function? The x value repeats on the first and the last. Failed.
So if the x value repeats on the first and last, it's not.
No, on any, if it ever repeats, it's not a function.
Ah. Oh, okay.
Alright, number 5. Oh, shoot, I erased it. Darn it. I erased it partially. It used to look like this. Alright,
Is the one in the dot?
yep.
Wait, what's the reason
Alright. So, does the order matter? Not really, but I always go least to greatest. So domain is x values, and the smallest x value is to the left. So that would be this point. What's the x value of this point?
-1.
-1. And then, what's the x value of these 2 points?
0,
0 and
1.
1. Okay, and then the range is y values, so we gotta think down and up. So the smallest y value would be at the bottom. What's the y value of this guy? -1, and then going up, what are these? 0, 1, 2, 3.
Other 0.
Is it a function?
No.
How can you tell?
Because they repeat, like values repeat.
Yeah, it fails the vertical line test. It's not a way you could think about it. If you draw a vertical line anywhere and it's more than once, not a function. Okay, this is the one that confuses people sometimes.
Oh, this is the.
Yeah, are any of y'all in the play? I don't think I signed any. You're helping.
I'm in play.
You're not in the play. You're in the play like you're in volleyball. Are you the lead role
Me?
in the play?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're Anna Green Gables.
Are you assuming her gender? Dude, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The frick, man. That's not cool. Okay, well,
I like how sensitive
I'm a
it
tissue.
is.
you're a tissue. I'm a tissue.
You're a
I'm
tissue.
not a big tissue.
Guys, we haven't answered. He is a tissue.
Who's he?
It is a tissue.
Yes, there you go.
It is a tissue. I apologize. Sincerely.
Before I get my community.
Okay, let's,
Oh,
can you stop? The domain,
-4 and 2.
yeah. So what's different is we just don't have a couple points, we actually have infinite points. What are their x values? Well, the lowest x value is -3, and the highest x value is +2. But all the x values between there are filled in by some point.
So less than, greater than -3 and less than?
No. This is how you say x is greater than or equal to -3 and less than or equal to 2. It's between the two. That's how you have to write it. If you don't write it just right, I will take a point off. I know, that's me. But there's like 100 points, so wouldn't kill you, but they stack up. Okay, range, kind of the same thing, but we gotta think about y values. What's the lowest y value? -2, and the highest y value is 3. And yeah, technically you should put a y right there on the range.
They were
Is it a function?
No, yes.
Yes, it passes the vertical line test. Anywhere you draw a vertical line, only hits once. Okay, you're done with that section. I told you guys there's like 16, right?
Yeah.
Make a table of ordered pairs as a function. Don't forget that question, because those could stack up too. Is it a function question?
A table is like the x and the y. And then
X, Y table. And they do give you the domain. You're not making these up on this one.
Is there like 4 different questions?
Kind of, yeah. On the test, each one's gonna be like 1 point, 1 point, 1 point. There's so many little questions on this test.
I need a calculator.
Yep, she got it right there.
Oh my gosh, Mr. Jordan, you should have heard me in Spanish this morning. It was so bad. It was like we were learning time in Spanish, and she was teaching us like
Like how to say
minus.
2:30 or something.
Yeah, but like it was like 5:40 minus 15 minutes, and I was like 5:30, and then they told me it was wrong. But then I also read the question wrong. It was actually 15. Yeah, but I didn't even read the question. And it was, never mind.
So you said 40 minus 15.
There's some translation errors. Were you making math mistakes or were you making Spanish mistakes?
Math.
Life mistake.
Okay,
It's bad.
if I plug in -2 here, 2 times -2 is negative. Of course, you can do this on the calculator like this. 2 times -2 minus 3. It'd be -4 minus 3, -7. 2 times 1/2 is 1 minus 3. -2. 2 times 0 minus 3. 2 times 3, 6 minus 3.
3.
Okay, don't forget this part. Is it a function?
Yes.
Yep. Alright, 8 looks a little confusing. Can you guys tell what's going on? The same,
Minus.
it's, yeah, 1 minus absolute value of x.
So would you do the absolute value first and then 1 minus it?
Yes,
Like 1 minus
yeah,
2?
yes, that's a good way to say it. Yeah, you do the absolute value first. So what's the absolute value of -2?
2.
2. So basically you're just doing 1 minus 2,
Negative.
-1. Okay, if we plug in -1, that just turns into a 1. 1 minus 1, 0.
Jordan, I think that was the longest the AC did.
0.
When you plug in positives, they don't really change. So that's just 1 minus 0 is 1. 1 minus 1.
1 minus 0.
is 1, yeah.
I thought,
We're plugging in 0.
oh, I did 0 minus 1.
Negative 1.
And then 1 minus 2 is negative 1. Right. Is it a function?
That took,
No.
yes, it
Yep.
is.
Yes, it is. All the x values are unique. There's only, each x value has one y value.
Ooh.
That'll work.
Oh. Where did I put number 9?
In the corner.
Are you guys good on that one?
Yeah.
Scroll.
State a rule for the function.
Okay, do you guys remember these problems? It's like 28 and 29 from yesterday. F of x equals problems, yeah. But you gotta find the pattern.
Oh my gosh, this made me mad.
I hope it does.
Wait,
She's gonna crash out.
How can I get from 6?
oh.
How do I turn 6 into a negative 2 or 3 into a negative 1?
Divide by
Divide
negative 3.
by negative 3. Yeah. Dividing by 3 turns 6 into 2, but to make it negative, it's divide by negative 3.
It's a long yawn.
There's a 10
Best.
plus 5. I did number 10.
Crack that code, huh? Okay, my advice is look at the positives because they confuse people less. How do I get from 0 to 5 or 1 to 6? Plus 5. It does work on the negatives too, but it's less confusing up there. Plus 5. You're getting this done quick.
Because we're smart.
Because
The last page is probably the one that people miss the most.
Huh?
Can you go up a little bit?
The last part is the ones that people miss the most. 11's kind of a repeat of like 7 and 8. Right, it said ordered pairs.
What is an ordered pair?
It's like the table but in parentheses form.
you need video.
Oh, yeah.
You can't right now, wait.
So it'd be like,
It'd be like the intermediate range.
No, ordered pairs are just
it's like what you would find for that when you
I found that I couldn't enough lunch line.
ordered pairs is like number 1. Those points we graphed, those were ordered pairs, just written with parentheses.
How what?
I used to.
So
Oh, yeah.
like negative 2 and 3 go together. That's the ordered pair. Okay. Now, if you made a table, would I count it wrong? No, probably not. But yeah, they want ordered pair.
Never mind, that's the dumbest question I've ever asked in
Is
my
it
entire
annoying to
life.
get like extra oxygen? That's annoying.
Nothing,
Probably.
nothing. I didn't ask anything.
Yeah, it's your
I was just pretending.
you're actually your brain's trying to help you wake up when you yawn to get more oxygen. Yes.
So it'd be like negative 2, negative 5.
Does your
So if I plug in negative 2, what's this going to come out as?
Positive
Positive 4. Negative 2 squared is positive 4.
3.
Minus 1.
that parentheses on the right looks like it can fit perfectly between 3 squares.
What are you talking about?
Ah,
Give me the
oh,
clothes.
that's so close. Almost.
If I plug in 0 for x, basically we're just doing a table, but 0 squared minus 1,
Negative 1.
plug in 1 for x, 1 squared minus 1, 0. I plug in 3, 3 squared minus 1 is 9 minus 1, it's 8.
I thought 3 times 3 was 6.
It's 9. Okay, are you guys good on that one? Listen to see if anybody complains. Write the function. Okay, these are problems people miss. Okay, write the function rule for the translation of y equals absolute value of x. How do we, basically they're saying, how do we make the function, make the graph move 2 left and 3 up? You guys remember?
Absolute value.
X.
Plus 2.
Yeah, that's right. To move 2 left,
Plus 2.
you put a plus 2 inside the absolute value. It's right here, I still have it on the board. Although it will not be on the board tomorrow, so you see that
Are you
is.
sure?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah, you
Okay, how do I make it go up 3,
Plus 3 outside.
plus 3 outside?
You know what we're writing? Like the FMX thing.
You could put y equals if you wanted to. That's not that, this part's not a big deal, it's just this part that matters. But most of the time we wrote this. Okay, how do I make it go 4 right? X minus 4.
Minus
And how do I make it go down 1?
Minus 1.
I was wrong, there's only 2 left. But they're gonna be on the graph paper. Because what have we not done yet?
Graphing.
When we graph absolute value, oh, it's on the next page. Are you guys good?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Clear? No.
Mr. Jordan, I'm gonna. No.
Oh, you just had it.
Found it.
Hey, and
Are
y'all
you-
drawing
What? No.
the Christmas tree?
No.
Wake up.
That's a good Christmas tree.
That's a pretty good Christmas tree, actually.
Wow.
Nice.
They made it?
That takes talent right
They
there.
made it, they made
Yeah.
it. Terrible.
Try, Mr. Jordan, tell Try to sit down.
Ugly. Just do once in the middle. Ooh, that's painful. That's worse than the whole thing. Wait.
I can't find the other page.
It's okay, we don't have to do that.
I think I already looked at this
Sure.
page.
Thanks, see.
Okay, I might have to rewrite it because I'm not
No, it's
finding
okay. We don't have to do it, Mr. Jordan.
it. You're just gonna miss it tomorrow, is that your plan?
No, we're good at graphing.
We are very well. I don't know about you.
That was pretty good.
Okay, I guess I'll just have to redo it.
Okay.
Cannot find it.
What?
Hold on.
He's rewriting. Ooh. Not the best on yet. That's 10. I got 10. That's crazy. I can feel that. Pretty much, David. Luke is.
Alright, there it is. What shape should the absolute value graphs take?
Positive 0. Or
What shape will it take when we graph these kinds?
straight line.
No?
Probably.
V, yes. What should the minus, before we even graph it, what should the minus 2 do to the graph?
Down to.
Down 2. Okay. This is like make a table stuff. What 5 x values maybe should we use?
-1, -2.
I would use x values in the middle. Because the graph is not moving left or right, 0, x equals 0 will be in the middle of the graph. If I plug -2 in, I get 2 minus 2, 0. -1 becomes 1 minus 2. 0 minus 2, 1 minus 2, 2 minus 2.
-2, -1, 0, 1, 2. 0,
And if you do it right, you get a V. And this one is down to. Okay. What's this plus 3 gonna do to this graph? Left 3. Okay. Now, if you don't choose the right x values, am I gonna call it wrong? No. But if this graph is moving left 3, what x value would be the middle?
Do you have to
What?
put it in the middle?
-3.
If you don't, you won't get a great picture of the graph. Okay, if the graph is moving left 3, -3, what's left 3? -3 would be the middle of the graph. No, I'm not going to count it wrong if you don't use these x values.
There you go.
But you get a better picture of what's going on if you do. I will count it wrong if you plug them in wrong or graph them wrong. That's the 2 ways you could miss it. Okay, so 15 is a little bit different than 14 because you add 3 first and then you take the absolute value. So -1 plus 3 is 2, and then you do the absolute value of 2, which is still 2. -2 plus 3 is 1, absolute value 1 is still 1.
0.
-3 plus 3 is 0. -4 plus 3 is -1, absolute value makes it +1. -5 plus 3 is -2, becomes +2.
And we can make, yeah. Hooray! We finished.
What was that it?
Yeah.
Yep, that's it.
Heck yeah.
Alright, we're all gonna ace this.
You said that last time and nobody did it.
That's not true. Nobody's not true. Yeah, we didn't do that great on the last test, but.
Yeah.
Well, some.
Hey, I got 71 on that test, so I'm pretty happy.